If you watch this show, we may have given you the impression that Eric Swalwell spends all of his time having sex with sultry Chinese spies, and for that we apologize. He does have some extra time, and he uses that time to travel all over the world on trips paid for by foreign governments. So earlier this year, for example, he was in Qatar on a trip paid for by the U.S. Qatar Business Council, and then he uploaded pictures of the trip to Instagram. Take a look at this picture. You hear a lot about white supremacy. White supremacy. You will not find a clearer distillation of it, and this is old school, colonial style white supremacy, than this picture. So here you have Eric Swalwell sitting on his camel, literally shirtless, arms raised in triumph, as his faithful servant of color smiles in the foreground, one of his bearers, his coolies. It was like he was on safari in southern Rhodesia in 1905, hamming it up. Cecil Rhodes would blush at this. Mark Stein is not a blusher, but he is a historian and a best-selling author. He joins us to explain what exactly is going on here. So here you have Eric Swalwell on some kind of cheetah hunt with his coolies. It seems so old school for a progressive man like Eric Swalwell. What do you make of it?
Well, it is, and he's obviously taken off his shirt to intimidate his faithful native bearer, and the native bearer has clearly just said, 1,000 pardons, Effendi. I bow before your magnificent imperialist nipples. Is that the front hump of your camel, or are you just pleased to see me? Look, I'm generally antipathetic toward bare-chested political colossi, but if you compare this, just simply topless shot to topless shot, Eric Swalwell to Vladimir Putin. Putin, although he doesn't have as good an animal companion, because Eric Swalwell is doing the whole midnight at the Oasis, send your camel to bed bit. But Putin, on the other hand, uses his toplessness as a power move. And, of course, with Eric Swalwell, it's just a decadence move. I mean, this is really the other side to the story you've just been telling for the first 20 minutes of the show, Tucker, which is that you can't do this, you can't do that, you've got to be doubly vaccinated, and even if you're doubly vaccinated, you still need a COVID test, and you still need 3 masks. And meanwhile, none of our ruling class is cavorting topless with camels in Qatar. Now, that picture there is the death of the Republic. Don't wave your constitution at me. Don't tell me about your founding fathers, because no founding father foresaw a situation in which, at the height of a pandemic, in which you can't go to church, you can't get a haircut, you can't go to a restaurant, but our rulers can go and cavort topless with their native bearers, even when they're entirely risible buffoons who've been penetrated by Chinese intelligence.
You can really see him loping back to the Muthaiga Club to beat a disobedient servant with a narwhal tusk cane, can't you? Have a G&T and talk about the limitations of the natives.
Hey, just a minute, Tucker. I'm an old school 19th century imperialist, 100 years past my sell-by date. And I tell you, that guy could never have been sipping gin slings on the veranda in the Trucial States in 1903. This is basically karaoke colonialism, and it's pathetic.
Karaoke colonialism. You are a genius. I'm just going to say it flat out. Mark Stein, a man, karaoke colonialism. It's too good. Thank you, Mark.
Midnight at the Oasis for America.
Maria Mulder, so good. I love it.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.